For example, Blackstone, the world's biggest alternative asset manager, just had a record amount of withdrawals from its $82 billion credit fund. Redemption requests were so high that Blackstone had to use its own money and its own employees' personal money just to cover the gap. There's a company called Blue Owl, which completely stopped redemptions on one of its retail funds. BlackRock was starting to limit withdrawals as well. Basically, it means investors are asking for their money back and they're told, sorry, you can't have it all at once. And here's what's happened to the stocks of some of these companies. Blue Owl, KKR, Blackstone, Ares, Apollo, Carlyle. These are some of the biggest financial institutions on earth, and their stock prices are kind of collapsing. Now, all of this is sort of just one crack in the system. There's also the price of oil, which, thanks to the war in Iran, has been exploding.
For one, you've disrupted global supply chains. This is not just a disruption in oil. It's gas, it's fertilizers, it's metals, it's petrochemicals, the list goes on and on.
And throughout history, exploding oil prices have almost always come before a major recession. There's also the $38 trillion spending problem. The government's running a $2 trillion deficit every single year, and they're projecting that if nothing changes, and nothing is changing, the national debt will get to $58 trillion within the next 10 years. The jobs market is also starting to significantly slow down, with 92,000 jobs lost in February, and there's been huge downward revisions on past reports.
The U.S. lost 92,000 jobs in February. Some economists had been predicting a gain of 60,000 jobs. The unemployment rate rose slightly to 4.4%.
So maybe everything is fine. Markets might be up today, maybe they're down. Nobody knows what's going to happen, but so far, the US economy is starting to show cracks in a lot of places. And today I want to show you some of those places and explain what it could mean for your investments. And I'll share with you a really interesting theory about what the US government might do to fix all of it. So with that said, let's get into it. Hi, my name is Andre Jick. Hope you're doing well. Come for the finance and stay for the economy. Now, I just want to say that this video is not trying to predict a recession or a market crash. Instead, I want to show you some really interesting pieces of evidence that seems like we're going in the wrong direction, which eventually could lead us into a recession and maybe a market correction.